If you feel like you're running out of energy halfway throughout your day, you're not alone. A global survey found that 67% of workers report fatigue at work, and nearly 1 in 5 adults, even those without a medical diagnosis, live with fatigue strong enough to interfere with daily life. That tells us something important. This isn't just about too much caffeine, too little sleep, or having a glass of wine at the wrong time. If it were, we wouldn't be seeing fatigue on such a global scale. Here's the truth. Fatigue isn't only physical, it's mental, it's emotional, and it's existential. And until you address those drivers, the way your time and energy are being spent, cutting out caffeine or alcohol will only scratch the surface. This topic is near and dear to my heart, so let's look at what's really going on. First, we have decision fatigue. Every email, every choice, every what's for dinner is a withdrawal from your energy bank. Research shows that judges make harsher rulings later in the day, not because they become less fair, but because their mental energy is gone. You can't out-coffee decision fatigue. We can only make so many decisions in a day. 2, we have existential stress. The World Health Organization defines burnout as energy depletion from chronic workplace stress. In plain English, when your time is spent on work that feels meaningless or misaligned, your body translates that into exhaustion. You can drink less wine at night, but if your days are out of sync with your purpose, you'll still wake up tired. Have you ever collapsed after a full day of training or onboarding? That's cognitive fatigue. Your brain burns glucose like a race car redlining when you're processing new skills. Without a real rest, learning drains you faster than running a marathon. If you spend 8 hours working and another 8 replaying, doubting, or editing yourself in your head, you've doubled your time cost. Imposter syndrome is an invisible fatigue trap. Until you change that loop, no amount of cutting coffee is going to help. And lastly, we have emotional labor. Parents, leaders, and caregivers know this one. Holding space, managing impressions, swallowing our own feelings sometimes quietly drains time and energy each and every day. Left unchecked, it can show up as fatigue that no nap is going to fix. Now, does caffeine and alcohol matter? Absolutely. 1 cup of coffee 6 hours before bed can cut your sleep quality by 20%. A single drink late at night can slash deep sleep by 80%. Will changing these things alone solve fatigue? The truth is, if your mental and emotional drivers are off, cutting caffeine is like patching a sinking ship with tape. You'll still be tired tomorrow. I know this because I've lived it. After 25 years in IT, building dashboards for Fortune 100 companies and becoming a functional health coach, I help high performers track their real KPIs. We get caught up in the latest thing that we heard, but I cut my coffee back to 1 cup a day, a glass of wine on the weekends. We're tired. It's important for us to look at the contributing factors. That's why I bring together multiple modalities, including yoga and breath work and Psych-K and other trainings that I've done to address these more mental, emotional, and existential issues that drain our energy. And all of this is from experience and now helping clients at this point do the same. So here's a few ways that you can get started. Batch your decisions to protect your mental bandwidth. Align at least 1 block of your day with something meaningful. After a heavy learning day, schedule real downtime, not more screens. Notice if you have a self-doubt loop, or if I'm the only one that has that, and break it with journaling and reframing. Yes, keep your caffeine and your alcohol in check. They amplify the problem, but they're not the cause. I would love for you to contemplate this and leave me a comment. I know that I'm not alone. I've worked with enough people now that when we start health coaching, we look under the hood, so to speak, for what are the emotional and energetic drains on our energy, because that also can contribute to declining health. You don't have to accept fatigue as the cost of success. You can reboot your systems and reclaim your time. I know if you're a high performer, you want to lead at 100%, and being fatigued prevents us from having the result the legacy and the impact that we want to have.